Welcome to Crack It. Today we are going to discuss on identifying the duplicate words in a string, identifying the occurrences of duplicate words in the string, or counting the occurrences of duplicate words in a string, along with counting the occurrences of each words in a string. So we'll try to discuss on how we can write Java code to find all these, and also we have created videos for some other coding interview questions, like for Java we have a Java interview question series, Java 8 interview question series, Spring interview question series, Docker interview question series, and microservices interview question series. Please go through if you want to refer the interview questions on those specific topics. And we have launched this channel new, so please support us with your likes, shares and subscriptions if you like our videos. Let's start the coding. Let's first write the initial steps on how we can write the coding. Then we can fine tune our code and add the steps then to make the coding easier for us. So what we can do is we have a string. Already we have a string. And what is that string? That string is nothing but welcome to Crack It YouTube channel. And this Crack It YouTube channel helps to understand the concepts clear for your interviews. So what are the words that are duplicated? The word that are duplicated is Crack It YouTube channel, and this too. So all these words are duplicated. So we need to identify the words that are duplicated along with their count. Let's first see the steps for just to identifying the words that are duplicated. That is to Crack It YouTube channel. So what we need to do? First, what I'll do is I'll convert this string to lowercase. Why am I converting it to lowercase? Then only my condition is like that. If you don't want to convert it to lowercase, leave it like that. If you see here, I have given Crack It as with lowercase c here and uppercase c here. That is why, that's the reason I'm converting my string to lowercase. It's completely up to you. You can convert it or not. It's up to you. If you want this and this to be considered as a single string, please convert it. If not, leave it as such. So first I'm converting my string to a lowercase. Next, what I'm doing, I need to split this string into words. Then only I will know what are the words that are duplicated in the string. So I need to convert this string into an array of words. So what do I need to do? Convert string to array of words. Easy. Then what do I need to do? Then I need to identify which are the words that are duplicated. So identify the words that are duplicated. So the reason why I am stressing this word duplicated is, in collections, we have a data structure which is nothing but set, and that set will allow only distinct elements. In other words, we can say it will not allow duplicate elements. We can write it in that way because we need to identify the duplicates. So what I'm going to do, if I have put all these words into my set, only once this word will get added. Suppose say I have converted this to array of strings, so I will have welcome to Crack It everything in my array. If I added this Crack It first time to the set, and when I am trying to add it again, what will happen? It will not get added. Why it will not get added second time? Because I am going to add it in a set, and the set's add method will not allow the elements to get duplicated. So we can confirm it by seeing the HashSet. So I'll open the HashSet class, and I'll open here and I'll go to add method. So if you see here, add returns boolean. So what will this boolean do? If the element is successfully added, it will return true. If the element is not successfully added, it will return false. When the element will not be added? When the element is already in the set. So adds the specified element to the set if it is not already present. So if it's already present, it will not add and it will return false. So we are going to use this add method only, which will return false if the method is already there. I'm just giving a gist of it. While writing coding, I'll explain each and everything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add it in a set. So if I added it to a set, then I'll know whether the element is duplicated or not. Let's start implementing these steps now. So what is my first step? My first step is to convert my string to the lowercase. To convert my string to a lowercase, we already have a predefined method which will convert my string to the lowercase. Okay, I've converted my string to lowercase. What is my second step? My second step is to convert my string to the array of words. So what do I need to do? I need to split the string. Where and all we have space, we need to split the string into a string array. So what will I do? I will use this split method. What will the split method do? Let's go check what will it do. So if you see here, the split method will split the string around matches of the given regular expression. What is my regular expression? My regular expression that I am sending is space. So wherever the space is present, split the string and return me the string array. Now my string array will have, after executing this, my string array will have welcome to crack it as separate, and that will be list. But I want to convert it to list. So to convert it to a list, what I am doing? I am going to collect it to a list. So what will my list have now? Let's see by printing it. So let's see, I'll introduce a local variable and let's print it and see what is there. Just for easy understanding, ideally it should have all the words. See, welcome to crack it. I have used lowercase. That's my everything is in lowercase. And you can see all the words are now in my list. So we have the list of these words in a list. Now, if we try to add it to a set, what will happen? That set will have the elements, only the distinct elements, as I told earlier. So, if we try to add all the elements in this list to the set, what will the set have? The set will have only the distinct elements. Why? Because as I see earlier, this HashSet implementation of add will add the elements only if it is not already present. If it is already present, it will return false. So we are going to use this add method of the HashSet. So what I am going to do is, I am going to get this list, I am going to stream it, and then I am going to filter the elements. So what are the elements that I am going to get filtered? I am going to filter the elements which are not added to the set. So for that, temporarily I am going to create a set of string. Maybe I'll give it as temp set, and so I've created my set, and I'm going to add each of these words to this temp set. So if I filter the elements that are added to this temp set, what will happen? It will print all the distinct elements. But what do I need to get? I need to get the duplicated elements, which means I want to get the elements which are not added to the string. So I have added a not here, which are not added to the string. So my add method will return true if the element is added. If it returns false, what I am doing, I am giving a not condition which is true. So I will get the duplicate elements, which are the elements that are not added. When the elements will not be added, when the set has already that element present, or when that is a duplicated word. So what I am doing, I am giving a not condition here, and I am collecting this to a list. So I'll introduce a local variable, and now let's see what will this collect print. So I'll just zoom the code a little bit. Sorry, that's okay. I've given, so if you see here, it is printing Crackit, YouTube and 2. Why it is not printing dot? Why it is not printing channel? It is because channel has dot with it, and so this is considering this and this as a different string. That is okay. So we have got the duplicated strings, or the strings that is not added to this set. This is how we need to identify the duplicate strings or duplicate words in a string. So with this, we identified the duplicate words in a string. Yes, in this string, what are the words that are duplicated? We are able to find this with this code. Suppose you may get a follow-up question like find the number of occurrences of the string. Suppose I have a string welcome, and I want to know how many times this string got printed, or how many times my duplicated strings got present. So what do we need to do to identify the duplicate occurrences? Let's first write the step for that. So the steps are similar in this way, converting the string to a lowercase and to the array of words. Those are common. And after that, what do I need to do? I need to put it in a map. Why I need to put it in a map? Because I need to know how many times that specific word is present. So what do I need to do? My key. What will be my key? My key will be the word. And what will be my value? My value will be the number of times that word is present. So I need to put these words in a map in a way that the key should be the word and the value should be the number of times. So let's see how we can do that. So as I told earlier, the first two steps are same. So I have this word list. I will reuse it now. So with this word list, what I'm going to do, I'll first write the code and I'll explain what I'm doing. So this is not collectors dot, I'm going to use collectors.toMAp of. As I told earlier, why I'm going to use toMAp of? Why? Because my I need how many times that specific word is present. If we go to toMAP, we have three implementations of toMAP. So which one we are going to use? We are going to use this one. So what is this? We need to provide the key mapper for this toMAP. We need to provide the value mapper, and we need to provide the merge function. So when is this merge function will be used? Let's go try see in the API implementation what they have provided. So key mapper, if you see, that is a function that is to produce the keys. Value mapper is nothing but to produce the values. What does this merge function do? If suppose I have a collision. So what is a collision? In our case, a bracket is already present and I am trying to put that bracket again in the map. What should happen? It should apply this merge function. What merge function I am going to provide? I'll tell you what it is. So I'm going to add it to a map, and in that map I'm going to use function.identity. So what is this function.identity? It is nothing but whatever we pass to that function, that will return yes. What should be my key? My key should be each of these words. So each of these words. So whatever I pass, what am I having in this list? I have all the elements in this list. So if you see here, the implementation of identity, whatever we pass, that will return that only. So my key should be the word. Which word? These words. So anyways, I am streaming the elements in this list. So that should be my key. My key mapper is function.identity. Now what will be my value mapper? My value mapper should be for welcome. My value mapper should be 1 initially, and if suppose welcome comes again, what should happen? 1 should be added with one more 1. Let's see how we can implement that. So what is my value mapper? My value mapper is for each of those words I need to have 1. Yes, correct. Why? For the initial implementation, first if it is going to the map, for the welcome, the value mapped should be 1. So yes, for each of these words, 1 got inserted. What? For welcome key, 1 is the value. For to key, 1 is the value. For bracket, 1 is the value. Suppose let's now bracket is coming again, and it is going, what should happen? I need to write a merge function, as I told earlier. What is my merge function? We already have in math function. add exact. We are going to use it. What will this add exact do? It will take two arguments and it will add those two arguments and it will return that. It is a very simple function. It's like adding two elements. So what are the elements that it needs to add? Initially, if suppose Cracket is coming for the second time, what will that will have? It will have 1. So now what it has? It has 1. 1 plus 1 should get added. Suppose my Cracket already has 2. What will happen? It will get this one and that will add 2 plus 1. It will fetch the value that is stored in this against that key and it will add this 1 to it. So we are using that. So now if you see, we have collected that to a map, and to that map I have added a key mapper. What is my key mapper? It is nothing but the words that are present in the list. So anyways, we are iterating that list only. So what should be my function there? Since my my implementation or my syntax has function, I need to provide a function. To provide a function, I'm just using identity. Identity will return what it gets. What will it get? It will just get the word. That is what I want for the key mapper. What will I want for the value mapper? For value mapper, I always, like when it is the first time, I always want 1. Yes, I have put 1. But suppose a collision happens, suppose that value is already present in the map. What should happen? I need to write a merge function, and this is my merge function. This is nothing but please add the value that is already present with this 1. What is the value that is already present? Suppose say for Cracket, it is 1 already. Now 1 plus 1 is 2. So it will print 2. Let's try to initialize this to a variable and let's see what it is printing, so that you will get to understand it better. So if you see here, we can see YouTube is printed 2 times. For each of these words, we now identified the occurrences. So we now know how many times each of the words in this string got printed. This is what we want. Suppose if we are asked a question like find number of times the word number of times the word is present in the string, this is how you need to do. So if you are asked number of times a word, the next moment what needs to come to your mind? You need to use a map. Why? You need a key value mapper there. Your key needs to map with a value. So your word should be mapped with the number of count of that word. So the next moment you should know that you need to use this map. So with this we finished implementing finding the number of occurrences of the string. You may get a follow-up question like identify the duplicate element occurrences only. So what will you do now? Let's try to code that. So now you have the elements you have the occurrences of all the strings. So if they want to identify only the duplicate occurrences, it's very simple. You need to identify those occurrences which are greater than 1. So you need to filter the elements in the map in which the value of the key should always be greater than 1. That's the solution for this. So it's very simple. What I'm going to do, I already have a map. In this map, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the entry set out of it, because I'm going to perform some manipulations on the key and value. So I'm getting an entry set of it and I'll stream it and I'm going to filter the elements. What element I'm going to filter? I'm going to suppose let it be whatever it is. This, sorry, I'll give it as a single letter only. So I'm going to get its value and that value should be greater than 1. So if you see here what I did, I have a map already which has its occurrences, and in that occurrence I'm getting an entry set, streaming it, filtering the map in which the map's value should always be greater than 1, and I'm going to collect it to a map. And I'm going to collect it to a map. What will be my key? My key will be the same as my get key. What will be my value? My value will be same as my value. But I'm just applying a filter now. What will this filter do? This filter will filter all those elements that are greater than 1. So let's print it and see what is there. So I'll run this program again. So if you see here, we have all the elements whose value is greater than 1. It's as simple as that. So we now know how to identify the occurrences of a word in a string and how to count, like how to identify only the duplicate occurrences. Thanks for watching Crack It. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe if you like the content.